Welcome back, ghouls and goblins. I hope you're having a magical day. Thank you all for taking the time to support the channel. My name is Hello Good Game, and I'm pleased to be your host within this Magic the Gathering Arena Deck Guide video, in which we will be showcasing my new standard brew for Nibelheim Aflame. This deck deals Deathtouch damage from your creatures to wipe your opponent's entire board state, which is a lot of fun. This is a Rakdos mid-range deck, and we will be breaking down the list in depth, discussing strategies and synergies, providing you with a deeper understanding of how to pilot the deck effectively. Of course, we'll demonstrate all of this within our ranked gameplay footage, crawling into Diamond 2 today, so having some success with it for sure. And of course, we'll conclude with our deck review and channel news, see if there's any way we can improve the deck together moving forward, right? So again, thank you all so much. Leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe to the channel for future content, and most importantly, just kick back, relax, and enjoy. All right, so a lot of new cards within this deck. Cecil, the Dark Knight, for 1 mana is a 2/3 with Deathtouch with Darkness. Whenever Cecil deals damage, you lose that much life. And then if your life total is less than or equal to half your starting total, untap Cecil and transform it. This is pretty cool because it actually works with our Nibelheim Aflame. However, be careful because it can definitely burn you if your opponent's board state is too powerful, because Nibelheim Aflame, which we're building around here, is a 4-mana sorcery, and you get to choose a target creature you control. It's going to deal damage equal to its power to each other creature. If this spell was cast from your graveyard, discard your hand and draw 4 cards, which is awesome, right? And then the Deathtouch here will auto-kill things, right? But you're going to lose 2 life for each of those hits. And if you do finish the Nibelheim Aflame lower than 10, it's going to transform into the Redeemed Paladin, a 4/4 with lifelink and protect. Whenever Cecil attacks, other attacking creatures gain indestructible until the end of turn, which is pretty doggone cool. So yeah, just keep in mind that you may kill yourself. Do the numbers first. Make sure the board state isn't too big. But you do kind of want to go below 10 or get to 10 with it, if at all possible, to transform. And then you've got that nice lifelink hit to bring it all back. On that note, Vincent Valentine, another new card within the deck that works really well with Nibelheim Aflame. 4 mana, 2 power, 2 toughness. Whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, you're going to put a number of +1 counters on Vincent equal to that creature's power. And then when it attacks, you can transform it into the Galleon Beast. 3/2 with trample and lifelink, and those counters from Vincent Valentine will carry over to the Beast, which is awesome. And like I said, you can wipe their entire board state. Maybe Vincent gets an organic kill or 2. All of a sudden, it's a 7/7. You Nibelheim Aflame the rest of their board, and it's the rest is history, right? So this can be a very powerful attack within the deck for us, which I've been loving. Demon Wall, another new card in the build, which you already know what it's for. A 3/3 with Defender and Menace. If you pay 6, you can put 2 counters on it. It can attack as though it didn't have Defender if it has a counter on it. Pretty cool, and that's basically just for Unholy Annex. Not a new card, but definitely a card. For 3 mana, you get the room, and you'll draw a card, lose 2 life. But if you have a demon, you're going to gain 2 life, and your opponent's going to lose 2 life, which is pretty decent, right? So worst case scenario, drawing a card, losing 2 life, that's fine, because we play with Cecil. We want to go down below 10 life. We also, you don't really mind, because we have so much lifelink in the deck as well through the Revenant and stuff. So Ritual Chamber can make a 6/6 flying demon as well, which is pretty cool. That's hard to complain with as well late game. And then, just that's what they're doing, right? Something else you can do that's fun is the Screaming Nemesis. So sometimes we'll have Vincent in play as a big baddie, and we've got a Screaming Nemesis ready to go. When you deal damage to everything, that includes your own creatures, so you can hit your Nemesis for a bunch and then just send that damage to your opponent, potentially. It can also stop their life gain if you do have any combat interaction or damage-based interaction with it, right? When you send that damage somewhere, if you do choose their person, they're going to get an emblem stopping life gain, which is just like game-winning for us. So more Deathtouch in the deck for Nibelheim Aflame within the Qarsi Revenant. 3 mana, 3/3, flying Deathtouch, lifelink. So in the same way that that Deathtouch is going to kill everything as it deals that damage from the creature, so will you gain lifelink, or life from the lifelink hits. 3 per creature, which is crazy. So, you know, get the Revenant in play, then play Nibelheim Aflame, and you'll probably win the game. It's as simple as that. That's kind of the core play here that we're looking to accomplish. But at the end of the day, we don't need life in all of our games, right? So what's better than life? Well, maybe drawing cards, and the Preacher of the Schism can do that for us as well as a 3 mana 2/4 with Deathtouch, so still working really well with the Aflame. But then, you know, when you attack, you know, if you have more life than your opponent, you're going to lose life and draw a card. If you have less life or are tied with, you're going to make the 1/1 lifelink creature. So, you know, Preacher of the Schism just provides so much value, even though the Revenant is a fantastic play. Now, on that note, the Revenant can renew from your graveyard, exiling it, putting the counters, lifelink, flying, and Deathtouch on a creature. That can go to your Demon Wall. Those counters activate it. So now you have that 3/3 flying, lifelink, menace, Deathtouch creature, which is pretty decent, not having to pay the 5 for a little bit cheaper there, right? The Iron Crag is pretty cool, ramping us into our beautiful spells. And when we play a legendary, it can become an equipment, getting +3/+3. You know, we like to put that on Vincent if we can. We also have Cecil that does quite nicely with that, with the lifelink, right? And increasing the darkness. So it's not just 2 a turn. You know, we are getting hit for 5, which is substantial. And then Ghost Vacuum, because the Reanimator decks are everywhere. Exiling a card from the graveyard, then you can pay 6, tap it to put those creature cards into play as 1/1 spirit tokens, which is pretty cool at sorcery speed. And then a bunch of removal to trigger Vincent and survive, right? Fill the Ghost Vacuum. So cut down 5 power and toughness total at 1 mana instant speed, destroying that. Feed the Swarm is destroying creature or enchantment. We lose life equal to its mana value. That's pretty cool with Cecil as well. Abrade, 3 damage to creature or destroy artifact. That can take the Steel Cutter. So we have artifact control, enchantment control, bunch of creature control, right? To destroy non-target artifact creature with Go for the Throat. Our creatures attack the planeswalkers, so that should be fine. And, you know, with a decent control over the entirety of the game, right? We win a lot of our matches, right? It's not like, oh, we're just folding to artifact decks, or we're just folding to creature decks or enchantment decks. There are answers for everything here. So that's not bad. And not only do we have those answers, but we have the way to draw them as well. And then, you know, we're just being creative with a new card, Nibelheim Aflame. I like it. Cool art. Let's go. Works great with Deathtouch, so let's use that. And kind of works also pretty cool with Vincent Valentine if you can get it to pop off as well, which we have for you all in today's video. Of course, Decklist is in the description below. Leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe to the channel. It truly helps. And yeah, just kick back and enjoy the new deck today. Okay? All right. I mean, this is a lot of land, but some removal, blockage, some key card that we're showcasing, which is fantastic. I mean, the art here alone. Ooh, can I have an Abrade, please? This could be brutal. I mean, this deck is so good, right? Demon Wall for a turn or two, and we'll get the Quasi out and probably just wipe the field. Oh, you're just going to hand that to me? I'm never going to let you power it up. Ever! I know what that thing's capable of. I need an Abrade because this cutter just pumps them out forever. We have it. It's just, where are you? Not totally unacceptable. You know, as long as they don't have a ton of draw, right? This deck is very good at continuing through itself. It's very good draw to cast ratio. I choose you, Qarsi Revenant. Qarsi? I've been saying that wrong. Just skipping past the R. Maybe the Q's silent. Anyone? Is this a silent Q? Ooh! Blood my maw. Another Draycatcher. Wow, I am in danger, aren't I? Raging your Vivi just for mana? A little aggressive. Like that has to be like something good, right? I mean, this seems pretty straightforward to me. Just mitigate the damage. Stock up, yeah? Ill time for a double draw. Not terrible. Land, ha! Just hopefully this isn't a draw, and then their next card's not a draw. Then we should be okay. $11 life. They might not attack with Vivi into the Revenant. Another cutter. Brutal. Down to 10. Don't do it. Okay, just a talent. But they can scoop into the talent with Vivi, right? Or is it only instants and sorceries? Once each turn... Nope, they're good to go. Talent goes into the grave, right? Or sorry, Vivi goes into the grave. Well, I need to keep the Revenant alive. Let's go to 1. Hopefully it's not a burn spell. I don't think they have. And now for a full reversal. 1 life. 3, 6, 12 we go to. If they pop Drakes, even more. Nah? Oh, thank you. Appreciate the extra 3 life there. Land out. Hit for 3. Ooh. Up to 19 from 1. You see my other deck, bruh. Literally criminal. That was brutal. Ill-timed explosion, right? Just Flood Mod? Sure. You may as well double cast, trigger the cutters. That's a rage cast right there. Keep it in hand for later. Creature out, Revenant back. I mean, they still have 17 life themselves. But dang, what an absolute reversal. 1 life to 19 while wiping their whole board state. Whew. Not an easy job. Don't mind if I do, Hugh. Beautiful. Probably just another land, knowing the shuffler. Talent's not a bad card. Can trigger a second cast with Maw, bounce the demon. Talent is actually really good in the deck, helping you get into the grave when you need. It's not an Into the Flood Maw. Just take the poor little otter and go for lethal. Good game. That was pretty crazy, eh? Going first, keeping 7. I like the hand. Really low to the ground, just looking for that second swamp, and well, eventually, actually, we don't even need the second mountain. We've got it, right? That Verge will act as our secondary red source here. Just the swamp for Revenant, and if not, into Preacher. There it is. That's fine. Demon Wall on 2 is pretty cool as well. Pass turn. I like the video game console. That's pretty cool. The cutter. Oh, that's beautiful. That is just lovely. I like the Flying Deathtouch lifelink. Second cutter, you're insane. So good. Swift Spear. None of which can attack. I mean, they could. Don't think they will, though. I will, because we need to win the game at some point. I think that's how we're going to do it. Screaming Nemesis can maybe sneak in. You're looking for, I guess, a land, right? A land and then a 1-drop to trigger the cutters. This is a hard deck to beat. We have Abrade, but it's not like we're going to run 4 Abrades. That's insane. And you don't always have it, right? I get it. Another creature, too. I guess we're looking for Nibelheim Aflame, please and thank you. Off the top, Nibelheim Aflame, baby. Let's go. This is crazy. We'd be taking these from their grave because they get the talent that can grab them back, right? So we don't want that. Big hit. Do they take it? I mean, don't think this is good. We do mitigate some of it, for sure. Life gain token's awesome. Life link token. This isn't good because we just destroy the grave. We don't lose any life on that. That's good. That is a good card. Maybe we should have kept our removal. They didn't have that in play, though. I mean, go for the attack. Okay. We get a creature. That's nice. Unexpected. Go with our Screaming Nemesis. Just apply pressure. Apply that pressure. Oh, land again? I mean, they should be blocking. 8 damage. And they do. Did they have lethal? We have 20 life. And 2 blockers. There's no way they take lethal. Just wait. You're gonna love this. Good luck, homie. Oh, that is good. I mean, they're already pretty close. Vivi's so good. Oh, they got the card. They got it. Scry to the top. That's not good for us. Land and tapped? Why not scry for another land? I mean, casting that ability for the mana here. They're in overtime. We're at 16. I think we're cooked. Pretty sure we're cooked. I mean, we go up to 17. They dropped their mana without going into the grave with the talent. So this is it. Block without trample. Taking only 15. They're at 3. We win. Down to 2, I guess. Just a championship deck we're taking down here. No big deal. Going first, which is okay. It's a little slow, but I think we'll get through it. This can be a mountain. Turn 2, we can Iron Craig Vacuum. Temple of Malady. Scrying 1. Something cool into the graveyard for us to take, right? Leaving it on top. It's a good card, that means. Okay, we can ramp into Vincent next turn. What you got, Willis? I mean, green definitely has artifact removal. Tapped land, Restless Cottage. Okay. I'm suspecting a duress, a cut down. Man, it's all... What's up with duress and best of one all of a sudden? And everyone's just like, I'm using it. You guys are crazy, man. I mean, we may as well just... I don't know if they're running like Delirium or something. Let's be proactive about this whole situation. I don't mind converting it. It's like one of our only legendary creatures, him and Cecil, so... If I want that land, right? I do want to get into a Ghost Vacuum at some point on 6. That's a good card. That is a good card. Frickin' Glissa. Glissa. First strike. And Death Touch. Come on, bro. Land and tap, scry 1. Something juicy for my vacuum. Leaving it up top. No block. Taking it. Take your draw. You can also destroy enchantments or remove counters from a permanent, right? But in this situation, none of that's applicable. So taking the draw, losing 1 life. We can resolve this. Ooze. Gonna control my own graveyard. If it's a creature. Or be competing for creatures. See you later, Mr. Ooze. That's gonna push Vincent up to a 4/4. Then we're gonna hit for 5, 6, 7 on the turn. And we're grabbing the Ooze, by the way. Land out as well. Vents can also attack. We'll toss this land. Transforming. Making the token. Ah! Well, I mean, at least we're working through it, right? The Alien Beast is now active, which Glissa can remove counters from. Lily is not good here. Plus is a land and the minus is a token. I think I'm just gonna lose the token. Oh! Okay, comes back. That's okay, and I will take action. Thank you very much. Everflame now active. Good game. We have the land to come in as well, which is great, and we're also looking at vacuum territory soon. Keeping 7, looking for land, but what we have is like playable. Turn 1, Cecil Dark Knight. Looking for a 3rd and 4th land. Thank you, that's pretty good. Let's hit for 2. Deal 2 to ourselves. Demon Wall out as well. Topping an Annex next turn. As one does. I mean, they're gonna do it. Oh, what is this? That's a mobilize, bro, right? Deathtouch mobilize. Interesting. I'll see your Deathtouch. I too. Focus on Deathtouch. Can't kill it though. Can't kill it though. I mean, maybe a Abrade probably, I guess. Cut down seems less important. At least Braid can be comboed in with block damage and stuff. Suspect. Take the damage? I think I would. Mobilize 0. Just take the trade. I think that's fine. I mean, it's got Deathtouch, we die too, but that could be a problem later. I will not stand for it. Hit for 2, deal 2. Vincent Valentine. Come on, play a 1-drop. I know you want to. They wanted to too. Good game, good game. We're in Diamond 2 now, ladies and gentlemen. Getting after it. On the draw with only 2 lands. Turn 3 is here though. The draw equals a land. Obviously, and mountain at that. Ooh, 2 Unholy Annexes. Gonna get us through the day there, isn't it? Well, I like that. Gonna fill our mana problem. I mean, Passage always is gonna smooth that over as well. Mono black, because Mirrex. Discard. Bandit's Talent, which is a great card. Double Duress. Dude, I'm gonna cry. That's brutal. Bat just has to work through the cut downs, I guess. Try to save Nemesis for like a Liliana, maybe, right? Play a Sheoldred. They always do, don't they? Oh, move yourself, HGG. You always forget. Now you've remembered. Cut down can go. Well, I'm not gonna not do it. The draw here is gas. Take out the Nemesis instead of the Preacher. I don't agree with that. Preacher generates a draw. The other does not. Can't block, they level up. That's pretty good, but... let's slam. Discard the land. Wrong land, I guess. Do I just hold card advantage over this person? I don't know. Do you want to win? Yep. So I'm just going to keep this mountain in hand to discard. Oh! Feed the swarm. Abrade can't take 4 toughness or higher, right? Oh, I thought that was a Shelly. 1, nice. Powerful play. The lifelink should just carry us. Good game. On the draw, keeping 7. Some removal here as neat. Ooh, a nice turn 1. Let's go. Cecil. Guess we can Preacher. Oh no, and that unlocks our Verge. I didn't realize that was not a swamp. It's like, you just played it. Well, settle down, I got distracted. Oh, it's the combo deck. But that's fine. Vacuum should scoop that up, right? There might be a scoop here. Diamond 1 scooper? Can I get a Diamond 1 scooper? Good game, dude. Going first. I mean, it's like not a bad hand. I hope they're playing creatures. This is a control deck. I am cooked. Kind of. Losing only 1 is not bad. That's worth it. I think Vincent could do well here for us, maybe. Take our 3. Looking for a 4th land. Preferably a red source. 1 mountain, please. We're going to double cast on the cutter. Secondary talent. Having a red source would be nice. Big hit. Not quite, not quite. Alright, we're going to go into a defensive posture here. Nemesis can get a kill, push up Vincent. Then the next land will be a mountain. We can Nibelheim Aflame the whole field with a massive lifelink hit. Win the game. They immediately remove Vincent. Never mind! We got the land too. We got the land. Oh my gosh, this was straight up roobery. We almost had the reversal there. Going first, nice hand. Let's roll out with a turn 1 Cecil. Demon Wall can sit here. I'm going to play Vents on 2, unlock Abrade. Unless we draw a Mountain. Well, let's see how the attack goes. It went fine. And then we can curve into Nibelheim Aflame. So you got to keep in mind, the darkness is affected by a flame, and you can really burn yourself, literally, if you're not careful about it. I mean, let's take some damage. Nothing, right? Interesting. Get vacuum out, dodge a braid, and honestly, I guess just play Demon Wall. How are they not removing my cards? They're playing mono black. Just straight into Annex, not playing anything first. If they win the game because of that, it just goes to show you how good it is. Okay, let's hit for 4. Toss our land. Or another. But at least it's the right land, you know? Not that we don't have it in the vents. We're 10, we're 14. Here comes a demon. Awesome. I'm going to take 6 damage from that. More because the wall too. I'm going to take 9 damage from that. Can we just try to Revenant it instead? We'll lose our Deathtouch post-combat. Okay, it just clears it. For this, I do not mind. Let's vacuum it. Ghostbusters. Okay. 5 cards. They want to play a demon. That opens for 5, right? That's pretty good. They do it. Oh no. Take them to the bridge. But that's good because they're going to gain life. We're going to go down to 6. And I don't like that. And we're still on like super thin ice here. But it's a requirement. We're up to 12 now. We hit them to 11. Land in play. Do we scoop up our own cards? I think we do. There's a Cecil. There's a Demon Wall. Let's grab those. Another land out. Another demon. No way. Okay, we're going to grab Deathtouch here with Cecil. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Land off the top was great too. As long as they don't remove our Revenant. Get that Annex draw. Ouch. Tying the game up here. Close match. Our turn. think we do that, don't we? They both have flying. One of them has a Death Touch, which is great. Dross is not good for us. Killing Cecil so it can't transform is great. Very nice. Ouch. Ah, man, we're so hosed here. Annex is such a great card. The value that it provides is insane. Another one. Okay. Ooh. And a Shelly. Dude, you're insane. No attack either. Wow. Brutal. Brutal, dude. Can I have a land? Untapped land? Nope. I think that's game, right? Because that is brutal. And we take 6 next turn. This is the only way we survive. And even then, I think it's just exposing us further. We're cooked. We're cooked, homie. That might save us. I have to kill that demon. Oh, we should have killed it first. They have more removal? Oh, bro. You're brutal. I mean, Cecil sells Death Touch block. What the heck does that thing do? I mean, they've got the life gain still from Shelly on the Annex draw, even though they don't have a demon. It's kind of neutralizing it out. Untapped land? That's what we need, baby. Just an untapped land. New. New! Spam good game more. Like, take the win. Holy, settle down, dude. Good game, good game, good game, good game, good game, good game, good game. I finally won my first match in my whole life. I mean, how do you say good game back to that? Man, imagine being at a table when someone starts doing that, like, you know, as soon as they get advantage. Like, okay, I mean, I get you're excited, but going first, 3 land into Annex. Who am I? Settle down. I like Vincent mostly as a new card. Oh, dude, just ban me from the game. Brutal. There's also that 3-mana demon, which I feel like is spectacular. I mean, and they're probably just going to scoop. I feel so bad right now. It's a Diamond 1 player, too. Bro, I'm so sorry. These are blue lands on the other side. What do you think they're playing? Azorius Control? Ooh. Erase artifacts. Okay. You are going to be helpful later, I think. For 3. That's not a land. Uh-oh. Snare's going to take our Nemesis. Maybe should have taken Annex. We are able to kind of distract them there. Really? This is crazy, man. There it is. Okay, we finally find our land. Perfect. A little late. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh darn tootin' it. The terrible thing is, like, when we wipe their battlefield, they retain so much of that value, right? So we might need a couple of these. And this is a 2-drop 2. Oh, I am pooped. We just hold off and do it a turn later. Just replay our Cecil. Slow roll this Nibelheim Aflame. Oh, we're gonna need it. Oh god. I gotta take the bay. Oh, enchantment, not artifact. I'm looking for Abrade. Okay, back to our original plan. Be a red source. Nice. Okay. Okay. Now we don't have to be so like conservative with it, right? That repurposing bay needs to go with an Abrade though, because it converts all their 2s into the synthesizer. Wipe the field, keep a demon. Wipe the field, keep a demon. Maybe Vincent could get down and dirty for us. If only Vincent had Deathtouch. Okay, so we're probably gonna do it here. Block with our demon, keep Cecil. Nibelheim Aflame number 1. Because these are big boys. We want to wait one more turn. Because they're going to be making 2 next turn. Like, you know, it's really going to compound against us. But I also can't take 14 damage next turn. I'm going to try slow roll for one more turn. I guess we have 2 of them. Like I said, we could have just went for it. Cut down's useless in this match. I like Vincent. Okay, they take Annex instead. Leaves us our blocker for the turn. Only taking 10. This is why we waited. But we probably should have just went. Taking 13. That's huge. Good game. Dang, bro. Nibelheim Deathtouch with an Rakdos mid-rangey build. It's, you know, it's, you maybe could call it a tempo build if you want. It's not quite as big as a mid-range deck. We have a lot of low-to-the-ground creatures and some interaction. But, you know, it's not how you typically would think of a tempo deck by any means. And it's not as fast as an aggro deck, right? So you've got the control, you've got a little bit of aggro together. Yeah, I would call this a tempo deck if we had to. Let me know what you think as far as archetype-wise. Liking Nibelheim Aflame. I love that we get to draw via the flashback. The Iron Crag works really good, helping us ramp into that. The Deathtouch, in conjunction with it, we don't worry about the power because it hits everything. Really like it. There's some sideboard cards here maybe we can talk about. So Cecil, you can burn yourself with the Nibelheim Aflame because you're going to deal damage to yourself too, right? So we actually had that happen, and so that's brutal. But Tiny Bones wouldn't have that happen. That's pretty cool. We got extra grave control here, but it's not a new card, you know? Strategic Betrayal, it's an exile, so it's not helping Vincent. And then we're just kind of using the Ghost Vacuum as graveyard control instead. The new summon, you know, I like this. I think it would be pretty decent in the deck. I definitely don't mind the idea of this. Avengers of the Fallen, this is more Deathtouch and Mobilize, but you have, how often are you feeling your grave? How often do those creatures stay in your grave, right? Not so much. Obnixilis, another demon that could be cool. We don't really have +1 counters. Cold Stroke with the Deathtouch could be decent. I don't think we really have a big enough creature to put in our grave for this yet, but not bad, not bad. I kind of like it. Judith, not a demon, but we can make imps, which would be cool, I guess. This spell doesn't really need Deathtouch. I don't know, that doesn't need to be there. We'll get rid of that. But this does. The Proliferating Artist for 3. It has Deathtouch and Raid. When you've attacked, each opponent's going to lose 3 life unless that player sacrifices a non-land permanent or discards a card. That's pretty good. That's not bad. So if I had to, like, maybe add something, I really like this. Because we're attacking, right, for the most part. Other than the wall that defends. You know, the only thing I wish is it wasn't a devil. If this was a demon, we would be going straight to London. One-way trip. Good Lord. Anyways, you know, if you have any thoughts, opinions on the deck, cards that you think would be good in the build, hit us up in the comments below. Thank you all so much for watching. Been truly having fun with the Final Fantasy set here. Literally a blast. And looking forward to building some more new decks and just showcasing these amazing cards. So I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe to the channel. Check out some of our other content, right? We've got a bunch of new Final Fantasy builds out for you in Standard. Yeah, we'll see you soon in the next. Take care.